Hello, it's Miss Ann, and I'm from the Franks Harris Public Library. Today's virtual library adventure is bringing us to Donaldson Supply Company in Canonsburg, Pennsylvania. And those of you who have been to the Franks Harris Public Library know that they are the next door neighbors. And we are next door to them, and I know that if you've been here, you've seen them with the big, massive blue and white trucks. The cement mixer behind me is one of them, and they have the big dump trucks and all the construction equipment, and it's kind of impressive, and they're massive and huge, and they're kind of neat to look at. So I thought I would share with you a song about a dump truck, and it goes to the tune of I'm a Little Teapot. So let's get our engines ready. Okay, and I'll sing it twice, and it goes like this. I'm a great big dump truck full of rocks. Here's my engine, here's my box. When the crew is ready, hear me shout. Pull the lever and dump me out. Okay, let's do that again. Okay, ready? Here we go. I'm a great big dump truck full of rocks. Here is my engine, here is my box. When the crew is ready, hear me shout. Pull the lever and dump me out. That was fun. Well, I'd like to share a book with you about another piece of construction equipment. These big cement mixers and the dump trucks, they're used for construction, building things. And this one I'd like to share with you is by David Gordon, and it's called The Three Little Rigs. And if you look closely at this little truck here, it has an arm on the back of it, and it has a little cable on the end of it, and you can rig it up to, you can put a hook on it, and it can lift big heavy piles of bricks or piles of wood or logs, and or you can hook a big magnet to it, and can lift a car. So these kind of trucks are very important in our world. So let us take a look and see what is going on. It's called The Three Little Rigs. It says, there once were three little rigs who lived with their mama rig. She told them that the time had come for them to go out into the world and build their own garages. See the three little rigs here? And there's Mom. The first little rig went to the sawmill. He asked the loader for enough wood to build a sturdy garage. Make sure to use lots of nails, the loader said. See that big pile of logs? The first little rig used his crane to place the wooden planks. With the help of an air compressor here and a nail gun, he made 4 walls, a roof, and a door. But the big bad wrecking ball, this guy here, knocked on his door and said, little rig, let me come in." And the little rig replied, "Not by the chrome on my chinny chin chin." This made the wrecking ball mad, so he said, "Then I'll crash, and I'll bash, and I'll smash your house in." "You just try," said the little rig. So the wrecking ball crashed and bashed and smashed the garage to pieces. Oh, the little rig is running away. You see that? The second little rig went to the stone cutting factory. He asked the conveyor for enough blocks to build a sturdy garage. "Make sure to use enough mortar," the conveyor said. And mortar is kind of like the glue that holds the bricks together. The second little rig used his crane to place the stone blocks. A cement mixer helped him mix the mortar. He made 4 walls, a roof, and a door. But the big bad wrecking ball knocked on his door and said, Little rig, let me in." To which the little rig replied, "Not by the chrome on my chinny chin chin." This made the wrecking ball mad. So he said, "Then I'll crash and I'll bash and I'll smash your house in." "You just try," said the little rig. So the wrecking ball crashed and he bashed and he smashed the garage to pieces. See that? It's terrible. The third little rig went to the steel mill. He asked the pulley for enough beams to build a sturdy garage. "Make good welds," the pulley said. And welds are the metal, that hot metal that hold the beams together. The third little rig used his crane to place the steel beams, and the welder helped him. See how it's welding the beams together? It's going to be strong, I bet, huh? But the big, bad wrecking ball knocked on his door and said, little rig, let me come in." To which the little rig replied, "Not by the chrome on my chinny chin chin." "Then I'll crash and I'll smash and I'll bash your house in." "You just try," said the little rig. So the wrecking ball crashed and he bashed and he crashed and he bashed, but he couldn't smash the garage to pieces. "I'll be back," said the big bad wrecking ball. I think he's a little angry, huh? The third little rig heard the honking of his little brothers outside his door. He was very glad to see them. Together they would come up with a plan. Later that night, the big bad wrecking ball returned with the mean magnet. Here's the mean magnet. And the cruel cutter. Here's the cutter. And there's the big bad wrecking ball. Little rig, let us come in," they said. To which the three little rigs replied, "Not by the chrome on our chinny chin chins." "Then we'll crash and we'll bash and we'll smash your house in." "Wait," shouted the third little rig, and his brothers snuck out the back door. "Save us," they cried to the cranes. Here's the cranes. And on the end of the crane are the wrecking ball, the cutter, and the magnet. So they're asking them to help them. So the wrecking ball began to swing, and the magnet began to pull, and the cutter began to cut the third little rig's garage. And suddenly, the cranes lifted the dangerous three high into the air. See, there's the three cranes, and they lifted them way up in the air. And then the three little rigs and the cranes drove to the steel mill together. Wonder what they're going to do. There, the big bad wrecking ball, there's the wrecking ball, the mean magnet, and the cruel cutter were thrown into the melting pot. They all melted. And the three little rigs all lived happily ever after. Wasn't that a cute story? That was lovely. It reminds me of the Three Little Pigs, right? I'm sure you guys have heard that story. So just thought that was a fun little story to read to you, and just wanted to tell you that I miss you guys, and I thought we'd sing our goodbye song. We haven't sang that in such a long time since we've been at the story time at the library. So I'll start, okay, and then I'll sing it again, okay? So it goes like this. It goes, see you later, alligator, after a while, crocodile, give a hug, ladybug, blow a kiss, jellyfish. Remember that one? We used to sing that at story time. So let's sing it again, okay? Here we go. See you later, alligator, after a while, crocodile, blow or give a hug, ladybug, blow a kiss, jellyfish. I'll see you later.